Hey everyone, welcome to a new game here on Lucklight Plays. Today we're starting Crystalis, another RPG from the NES. But this one's ooh, sorry about the flashing there. This one's a bit different. It's more of an action RPG than it is a turn-based RPG. And if you weren't paying attention to that intro, it's basically war. War never changes. Everything got blown up and they built a tower to escape into the heavens and oppress evil. You know, pretty generic. Alright, here's the true entrance. 100 years have passed and there's a lot of mutants. You know, like Fallout. Not really. People work together to rebuild their villages and their lives. But still super scary. Once evil emerged, would they still stand a chance? There is still one hope. Probably some schmuck with a sword. It always is. And this is the part where I wake up. Input code name. Okay. Let's put our name in. I guess I'll just name myself Luck here again. There we go. Let's do it to it. I wake up from my cryostasis and get ready to fight. With my purple hair and weird shoes. But I have no weapons or armor yet, so... But I can bust through doors. Hey, there's a guy coming out of the cave. And here we are in a town. The town of Leaf. Oh, I don't need to stay. I've been sleeping for a long time. I don't need to sleep again. Alright. Wind is cold. That's more of an informed trait than an actual trait. Zebu says he's having a hard time with the windmill guard. So is sleeping. Kill, kill. Whatever you say. I'm the village elder. Receive the sword and protect you on your quest. This and others like it will guide you. Sword of Wind. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's give it an equip. Now, the cool thing about the sword is you can charge it up and shoot a little beam out of it. Much like, I guess, The Legend of Zelda, except you can use it at any time. You don't have to be full life to do it. But it charges up, kind of like charging up I don't know, the Buster Cannon from Mega Man or something. Have some money. Alright, $100. And that's it for the town, really. Now we're gonna need to get ourselves some equipment and do a little bit of fighting in the first parts of the game. Like most Nintendo games. So I'll grab myself a shield. And I screwed up and made it... Alright, there's a cheat you can do. That if you hover it over the lesser priced item and then like hit left really quickly and switch it to the higher priced item, like you'll get it for the cheaper price. But I screwed it up and did it the other way around, so I paid $100 for an $80 shield. So whoops. Anyway, nothing we can't repair. So here's pretty much the battle system. You run up and you stab things, or shoot them with your wind sword. You can't charge while you're moving, but you can hold your charge while you're moving. So, for example, if I'm moving like this, I can hold whatever charge I've gained until I stop again, so... You can run away, charge up, come back, and then stab a guy again. And at least the music is really catchy. And of course you can always run up and give him the old flail sword. Just flail your sword around. But later in the game, it's kind of more intelligent to actually shoot your beam out as much as you can and not get close to the enemies. At least that's what I remember doing. Honestly, I don't remember this game much, so it's gonna feel like a new game to me at certain points. But anyway, our quest right now is to gain enough money to buy the armor, which was 100G, but I'm gonna try to make it 80G. Using that kind of exploit, and then buying a alarm flute, which will cost me 50, and that'll allow us passage to the next area. So, like most Nintendo games, you gotta start by grinding, getting your bearings, learning how to fight. I can walk into this cave. It sounds more peaceful than a cave should sound. I'm called Zebu. Try to make the windmill work. If you can do this, I will teach you some magic. And I can't break that yet. So that's our first task from this wise man. I actually admit, the way this character works here, with his charged up sword, was actually the basis for one of my first characters when I started running D&D campaigns. Ooh, took some damage. I had a character that had a sword that could, you know, not shoot beams out like it was a, you know, Legend of Zelda, but like a wind sword that shot wind blades out. And as he progressed through the game, he found like different gemstones that would change the properties to, say, a fire beam or an ice bolt or stuff like that. So that was a DM. When I was a DM, that was a character I made. And then the character kind of perished halfway through, and one of the player characters got the sword. So that was the whole purpose of that. But other than that, I don't really remember much about this game. So, like I said, it's gonna feel new to me. We run out of enemies here? Feels like it. I killed them all. I didn't know I could do that. Guess I'll just walk into town and walk out again. Oh, there's one. At least the music's sketchy. Alright, here we go. Any grinding that I don't get done here will happen in between episodes. So I leveled up. That increases my life, and I believe my other stats, and will overall improve the character, as you would expect from any other RPG. These enemies are taking less hits before they crumple. You can also do like blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can pick up that alarm flute. I'll worry about recovering later. Do you wish to buy? Warp boots, I think, take you back to town. Antidote, cures poison. Medical herb, you know, you should probably know what it does. So I'm gonna try to get it for 30. I did. Alright. I got my money back from... Yeah, so that's kind of an exploit that you can use. Alright, so when you equip an item like that and you swing your sword, it will use the item as well. So you do not want to have that equipped, or else you're going to be kind of using it every time you swing. Alright, so let's go ahead and use it. Get a little bit done before the end of the episode here. Cross the bridge. Get rid of this stupid slime. These two as well. What a jerk. Alright, so if we go left, I think we get a big bundle of nothing. Nope. Yeah, nothing we can do at this point. We need a key for that. Meanwhile, this schmuck is sleeping. But we have an alarm flute, so... Now, do I lose the flute? Yeah. Somehow the flute just kind of falls off your hands there. Don't do that again. It's you. Please don't tell Zebu. Take this to start the windmill. There's a weird ball that can break rocks. Probably sounds like something I need to get, so... we shall pursue that thought after we start this windmill. Alright, windmill's going. That causes the rock to explode and open a new cave. Alright, but before we go into that cave, we're going to need to get ourselves some armor. Probably wouldn't hurt to gain a level. At least one more. And we do need to grab that magic from the wise man. So let's go ahead and do that. Magic of Refresh. Let's see if I remember how to use magic. Alright, so if I hit A, uses a little bit of magic power, recovers my life. But it does not allow you to use it wastefully, so... a good spell to have if I'm in a bind. Obviously I'll be going into that next cave at full power, so... no point in saving my power right now. So my quest right now is to gain 100 gold. 80 to get the armor using the exploit, and 20 just to heal. Go to the inn. So that involves walking around and stabbing tiger men. Wherever they may be. And of course that also produces experience points, which are very useful, for obvious reasons. But yeah, after every episode from now on, I'll try to do some leveling so that it cuts out this extra business here. And we'll keep this series to exploration and defeating bosses and continuing the game. And I'll do the leveling on my own time. Well, this is the general gist of Crystalis, at least the beginning parts. Later parts get a little bit more dicey. There'll be some weapon switching as I get more weapons. And there's some parts to this game that are actually quite difficult, if I remember correctly. One of the parts, like one of the few parts I actually remember, involves, you know, your life draining at a very speedy rate. Of course, poison is always a problem. So we'll probably be dishing out a lot of money for antidotes at some point. But yeah, other than that, we got ourselves an action RPG to play through, so that will be our target for this month and however long it takes. So I hope you join me for it, because hopefully it will be a fun ride. Anyway, well, while you guys are here, crap. While you guys are here, I'll go with the armor. So let's head back into town. And since I screwed up the shield part, I'll do it this way. Hover it over the shield. It didn't work. Try again. There we go. Alright, so I didn't lose too much. And you'll notice that my character has a little bit more buff on his arms there, because he's wearing armor. This is kind of how the last change you're going to see on the character, though. The character only changes when you actually put on armor, doesn't depend on what armor it is. But anyway, on the next episode we will continue on and try to find that orb that can supposedly break down walls. So I hope you join me for that. My name is Lucklight, thank you for watching, have a good one.